My name is Naoki Sagawa. I may not look it, but I'm a top salesman at a housing reform company. I'm still 28, but I racked up a significant sales record, and my coworkers have valued my work. At this rate, I'm bound to get promoted.
Mr. Sagawa, good job this month. You made the top sales. I knew you could do it. Look forward to your success.
Thank you, Mr. Yoshioka. I'll definitely try, sir. The president of the company considers communication to be a top priority. I've looked up to him ever since I joined the company. I was shocked to hear of his sudden illness and subsequent hospital stay. As I arrived at the office one day, all my coworkers seemed in a panic. Is something wrong? What happened?
It seems the president suddenly fell ill last night and had emergency surgery. Apparently, he won't be back to work for some time.
Huh? Are you kidding me? Everyone was devastated at the news, unable to hide their dismay. I was in shock. Tears welled up in my eyes as I tried to come to grips with the sudden news. Why? I just talked to him yesterday. He was fine then, so why? We were all frustrated, but all we could do was wait and hope for the best. Several days later, an executive brought the president's son, Masa Yoshioka, to the office.
Listen up, everyone. I'm sad to announce that the president will have to endure a very difficult operation, and he will not be able to continue with his duties. As a consequence, he has made a decision to resign as the company's president.
Mr. Yoshioka's going to resign?
His son, Masa, will be taking over as the new president.
Hey everyone, what's up?
It seemed incredible that Masa was the son of such a reputable man as Mr. Yoshioka. The guy seemed like a degenerate in my opinion. Once appointed the president, the atmosphere of the whole company changed.
Anybody whose sales target has been reached is gonna have to do overtime. Got that?
This guy has no idea how hard we work.
I don't want to work under that guy.
There's nothing we can do about it. Let's make the best of it. He's my coworker, Chisato Harada. We've been close friends for quite some time. As she says, it's an awful situation we're in. But what can we do? We just have to hope for the best. After a few weeks, Masa took a dislike to me, probably because we were the same age.
Hey, you left pretty early yesterday. Who gave you permission to leave? You're supposed to work overtime.
I finished all my work, and I left after normal business hours. Is there a problem?
You haven't reached your sales target yet this month. You need to do more overtime to improve sales.
I've already reached my sales target this month. Check before you open your mouth, buddy. With the arrival of Masa, my prospects for a promotion went out the window. As I was feeling down about this, Chisato came to cheer me up.
Pay no attention to that guy. Let's show that jerk. Let's get our sales up.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do this. There's no time to feel sorry for myself. I decided to work with Chisato and work our butts off. Masa was going to acknowledge us, like it or not. But Masa wasn't having any of it. He did something that was unthinkable. One day, I came to work and checked my desk for an important client file, but it was nowhere to be found. That's weird. I'm sure I put it here before I left yesterday.
What's the matter, Naoki?
My client file. It's gone. I left it in this drawer last night.
Huh? But you locked it as usual, right? That's not possible. Want some help looking for it?
Yeah, I could use it. She helped me look for it, but there was no sign of it anywhere. As my coworkers joined in to help, Masa approached us.
I just heard. So you went and lost that important client file, huh? You think there won't be consequences for losing a client file with all that personal data crammed into it? Man, you're in trouble, buddy. If it's not found, there'll be repercussions for your incompetence. Just so you know.
Huh? Can't be serious. When I heard the threat of repercussions, I was desperate to find the file, but consequently it was not to be. The loss of personal data is a reason for dismissal, and that's exactly what happened. As my coworkers showed sympathy toward me, I was clearing out my desk. Man, things turned out so bad.
I think it's great. I'm gonna quit this awful place with you.
Huh? I was the only one fired here.
Ever since that guy took over, I was thinking of quitting. This incident pushed me over the edge.
Chisato, really?
What do you say we start our own home reform company? I bet if we team up, we'll take the industry by storm.
Well, I got some time on my hands. I suppose we could think about that, huh?
All right then, let's get started on it right away.
Yeah, let's do this. Thanks to Chisato, my confidence for the future went from bleak to hopeful. I was no longer remorseful about leaving the company. As a matter of fact, I was excited about what was to come. 1 month later, although small, Chisato and I were able to establish a small housing reform company and began our marketing of activities.
What are you doing?
I'm creating some PR ads on social media.
Great idea. Hope it pans out.
I'm sure it will. And I was right. My former clients from the old job saw the ads. They started putting in orders one after the other. It was only Chisato and I that were running our business, so we were working late every night. One day, a client from my previous job visited us. I was friendly with him, and we reminisced about old times.
I was totally shocked when I heard you resigned from the company. After you left, things were pretty bad over there.
Really? What happened?
After you quit, the attitude of the sales staff was abysmal. They were losing customers one after the other, and I'm one of them. Won't be long before they go under. You made the right decision in quitting.
I figured this would happen. I bet everyone was irritable working under Masa, and that probably reflected in their sales attitude. But it didn't concern me anymore, so I wasn't about to lose sleep over it. One day, 2 women from my previous company stopped into my office.
Hello, Nawaki-san. It's been a while.
Yes, sure has. What are you two doing here?
I know this is asking a lot, but can we both work here for you? We can't stand working there any longer.
Huh? Wait, calm down. Tell me what happened. Apparently, Masa had been hitting on them every chance he got despite being married. They grew wary of his constant advances and was forced to quit.
He would hit on us every time we met, and he would always touch us in inappropriate ways. I couldn't bear it any longer. We would refuse and insist he stop, but that seemed to excite him even more. That guy is so repulsive.
I see. It must have been hard on you. Our business was finally getting off the ground, and we needed extra staff. So after discussing with Chisato, we decided to hire these 2 women. Just as our business was getting to speed up, Masa suddenly appeared at our office. I was at work as usual, tending to my duties. I was astonished to see him barge in and confront me.
What are my employees doing here for crying out loud? Yanking them out of my company without permission? What the hell, man?
He didn't yank us out. We begged him to hire us.
Shut the hell up. It's illegal to steal employees. I'm gonna press charges.
They came here on their own free will. You're making false accusations.
Press charges, huh? Okay.
When Chisato heard that, she pulled out her smartphone and played a recording. What the recording revealed was the voice of Masa hitting on Chisato, asking her out to dinner.
When the hell did you record that?
This is ample proof of your misbehavior. I'm sure the board members won't approve of it.
I demand that you delete that right this minute.
Sorry, not happening. I'm keeping it just in case you come here again to harass us.
That recording doesn't mean diddy squat. I got an ace against that.
An ace?
Don't tell me you forget why you got fired. You lost valuable client data. Now, what would your clients think once they found out about that, huh?
Are you blackmailing us? How pathetic.
Say what you like. It's that guy who lost the client's data, not me.
I know nothing about that.
You continue to steal our employees and our customers, and I'm gonna spill the beans on you, buddy.
He then turned and left looking satisfied. I was feeling down after that tense encounter, but Chisato and my new staff members comforted me with kind words.
Don't worry about it. Ignore that guy. He's no problem. That's right. He's all talk and no action. Please don't feel bad about it. He's not worth it.
Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. I tried to forget it all and got back to work, but then my phone suddenly rang. Wonder who that could be. Huh? Mr. Yoshioka! It was my former boss. Hello? Mr. Yoshioka, how are you?
Hey, Naoki. I'm fine. I heard you quit the company. Too bad.
Yes, but I'm more worried about you. Are you all better now?
I'm leaving the hospital tomorrow. Been doing some rehabilitation sessions. They say I'll be back to normal in a few months. Sorry to worry you, Naoki.
I was elated that he was recovering and immediately decided to visit his home when he got back. On my day off, I visited Mr. Yoshioka's home and was greeted by my former boss with a smile.
Hey, good to see you, Naoki. Come on in.
Sorry to visit on such a short notice. It's great to see you. We sat in his living room and we reminisced about work, and he filled me in on all that happened after his surgery. After a while, he asked me about what I was doing now. Well...
You seem a little preoccupied. Is your company doing okay?
Well, truth be told, I'm facing an awkward situation.
Awkward situation, huh? I heard from my son that you quit because you want to start your own business. I figured you were successful in your new business.
Huh? That's all you heard from your son?
All I heard was that you suddenly quit for no reason.
I didn't quit. I was fired.
Wait, fired? Really? Explain what happened to you from the very beginning.
When I told him about how I was fired, he became furious as it was the first time he was hearing all this.
My son did that? I had no idea. Who gave him the right to do such a thing?
All this time, I thought you were aware of what went on.
And this customer's file that was lost, did it ever turn up?
No, it's still missing as far as I know. But I'm absolutely certain that I locked that file drawer as I always do. I never in my time working there forgotten to lock that drawer.
I'm aware of your overly cautious nature, Naoki. You would never forget such a thing. There might be something more to this. I'll have the company do an internal investigation on the matter.
If possible, I would like to suggest that this investigation be carried out without your son's knowledge.
Yes, considering the situation, that might be the best way to go about it. Leave it to me, Naoki. If I find out anything, I'll make sure to contact you first thing.
Thank you so much for this, Mr. Yoshioka. Thanks to Mr. Yoshioka's help, he got the company to start an official investigation regarding this incident. I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of this. From that day forward, I was waiting with bated breath for the results to come through. A little while later, I finally got a call from Mr. Yoshioka.
We got the results from that investigation, and it doesn't look good.
How so?
First off, I need to apologize to you. The one who stole that file was none other than my son, Masa. Where did I go wrong in raising my son? Please forgive me, Naoki.
He stole that file?
Yes, we checked his locker and there it was. We confronted him about this and he confessed to the theft.
The investigation revealed that indeed Masa had stolen the client file and laid the blame on me. With this confession, my innocence was conclusive.
You have to pay the consequences for stealing that client file and for wrongly firing you for it. I'll take the necessary measures to deal with my son.
And what do you mean by necessary measures, sir?
He'll be forced to resign as president and will be ousted from the company. However, what he did to you will never be vindicated.
Mr. Yoshioka's heartfelt apology was sincere, but because of this incident, I was able to establish my own company, which was doing well. I decided not to castigate Masa any more than I needed to. A while later, I heard from a former coworker that he was fired from the company. Just knowing that the employees no longer have to work under such a leader put me at ease. I figured I would forget about the past and just focus on my own company. But things weren't quite over yet, it seems. As I went about my work one day, Masa and his wife showed up at the office and started causing havoc.
You had to go crying to my dad and open your big mouth. For that, I was fired.
Well, you did steal that file and got me fired. What was that about, huh?
Well, you want to know the truth? It's because I loathed you, that's why. I was the president, but everyone looked up to you. I couldn't have that, so I got rid of you. You were an annoyance, so I dumped you. What's wrong with that? I'm the president of the company. Whatever the president says, goes.
No use talking to you. Please, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Hold on just 1 second, Buster.
I thought maybe his wife would comment or even apologize for his husband's behavior, but instead she laid in on me too.
My husband is now unemployed. We still have a small child at home. What are you going to do to make things right, for crying out loud? We just built our house. How are we supposed to pay our mortgage?
What do I have to do with that?
This is all your fault. I want you to call my father-in-law right now and tell him that it was you who put that file in Masa's locker, that he had nothing to do with any of this.
Why would I do that? Please, I'm not gonna ask again. Please leave. You're disrupting business.
We will not leave until you make that call.
If you don't leave right now, I'm calling the cops.
No need to call the police, Mr. Sagawa.
We all turned to find Chisato standing behind us with her smartphone held out in front of her. She turned the audio up full blast, and what they all heard was Masa hitting on the woman at the office. Some of the recording sounded like this.
Come on, let's go drinking, babe. Just one drink. If you're concerned that I'm married, I'll dump her right away for you. I'm in love with you. I'll even reserve that sweet room at the hotel just for you. Come on, what do you say?
It was all trash talk like that. Upon hearing that, his wife glared at him with raising anger.
That wasn't me. That's a total fake. That's someone else's voice.
You don't think I know what your voice sounds like? You were cheating on me!
You got this all wrong. That's not me.
That's why you were late all the time. You were out with other girls. You're pathetic. I will never forgive you for this. I want a divorce. You're gonna pay for this. And I mean literally.
He was understandably furious. She even grabbed him by the collar and slapped him silly. This had gone too far, and with the help of all my employees, we ushered them out. Work out your petty grimaces outside. This is a business.
Please tell her it's all BS. I wasn't playing around. Tell her.
I never saw you actually hit on girls, but I believe what the girl said, and there's proof on that recording. There's no denying it anymore.
You're gonna throw me to the wolves, buddy? Please.
Shut your mouth, Masa. We're leaving. Sorry to bother you. I'm not letting up until you confess.
Come on, give me a break.
After that incident, they never showed up at my place of business ever again. It seems his wife was relentless in her determination to make him confess, but apparently he was a tough nut to crack. In the end, he hired a private investigator, and they were able to obtain ample proof of his infidelity. The investigation revealed that he was having an affair with multiple women.
So, you were cheating on me all this time. I want a divorce.
If we get divorced, how are you gonna live? You still have a kid. Being a single mom is no walk in the park, you know.
Being without you would be like heaven. I suggest you go look for a job. You're gonna have to pay child support and a huge compensation to me.
How am I supposed to pay for that? I just got fired from my job.
You work it out, Buster. You dug this grave. Now lie in it.
Masa lost his wife and child, leaving him with nothing, only endless debts to pay. As for Mr. Yoshioka, he recovered from his illness and returned to his old position. His daughter's husband was selected to lead the company in the future, and is now in his training for the inevitable position. Masa came to his father asking for help and forgiveness.
Please, Dad, you gotta help me out. Please let me work here again.
After what you did? That world is not that easy in a place.
Please, Dad, give me a chance.
Okay, but will you promise to pay child support?
I promise. I promise.
Okay, then I'll give you a job.
Thanks, Dad. I'll be forever be in your debt.
Mr. Yoshioka didn't simply give him a job. He instead got the janitorial company that they used to hire him on as an employee. Masa was forced to sell the house he bought because the current job would not cover the payments. I heard he's now living in a one-room apartment somewhere trying to make ends meet.
He gave me a job, all right. A damn janitor.
Oh, hey, Masa. Looks like you're hard at work. Hey, you missed a spot. Get a rag and wipe that up, would you?
Yeah?
Huh? I didn't hear you.
Yes, sir. No problem. Why the hell am I mopping floors for crying out loud?
As for me, it's been 2 years since Chisato and I started a company. But what's more, our partnership grew even more. We recently got married.
Are you gonna finish up early today?
Yes, I'm just about done here.
Let's go home together then.
Sure. Hey, want to eat out tonight? Maybe at the place near the station?
I was hoping you'd say that.
She stuck with me from the start and always had my back. I will forever be grateful to her. I made a vow to support her going forward, no matter how hard things get. We've encountered a lot together through the years, but we were always there to help each other.
I wonder how Masa is doing right about now.
I have no idea. Probably working as a janitor as usual.
That guy was weird.
Yeah, hard to find a guy like that. We laugh about it now, but those were frustrating times. But I remember she cheered me on whenever I felt down. I'm so glad that I had the fortune to meet and marry such a beautiful and considerate woman.
Wasn't that lovely? I can subscribe for more videos. See you again!